Hello, my name is Adit and I am a sophomore at State High Middle School. I am a South Sudanese first-generation American born in a refugee camp in Kakuma, Kenya. I moved to the United States when I was almost 8 years old. That was on September 14, 2011, 8 years ago. I remember when I first went to school. I knew how to say two things. One, I don't speak English. And two, this was an important one, can I go to the bathroom? It wasn't until 5th grade that I felt like I could finally speak English fluently. It wasn't until then I finally started to see my grades to go up too. That same year, I joined track through the Great Sports, Great Kids program. It was that spring that I would run my first race. I wasn't sure what to expect, though. I remember Miss Jones announcing the races one by one, and me waiting for what seemed to be like forever for my race to finally be announced. When she finally announced the 800 meters, I was ready to run. The 800 meters during the elementary track and field was the hardest and most challenging race ever. And I can remember that race clearly. It was after I crossed the finish line when I got my heart pumping and my body finally came alive that I truly fell in love with running. Running in and itself has had a positive impact in my life. 1, running has helped me in my education. 2, running has had a direct effect in building lasting relationships. And 2, running has helped me see life's challenges as just that, challenges that I could and would overcome. Because school was difficult sometimes, I felt a little behind, and running helped me to approach school in a different approach. I figured if I was able to run hard races and finish, I could do the same with school. As soon as I began to see school as sort of like running, like a challenge I could take on, things started to change. And I began doing well and enjoying school. I owe a lot of this change and thinking to my coach, Coach Wright. Who always helps me and my team, who always reminds me and my team that running is not as important as learning and education. He always encourages us to take time off and focus on our schoolwork if we're a little behind. It's important to my coach that all his athletes do well in school first, then sports. Running is special to me. As soon as I get outside, it feels like it's just me, my feet, and the rhythm on the dirt road. Well, with running, I'm able to process the context of my mind. It helps me plan for the rest of my day, and it brings me clarity. Each stride helps clears my mind. Running helps me cross the finish line in many different ways. Running is very important to me because it puts a smile on my face. Running also helps me relax and relieve my stress. If there is a stressful situation at school or at home, I can go to practice. And at practice, I get to see happy and familiar faces. And I get to go on long runs with them, which gives me time to reflect on all the things that are happening in my life. Running relaxes my mind. Through running and being on a team, I was able to meet many new friends. One of them being my best friend, Madison, who is Coach's daughter. Madison also always supports me. Madison and I are always together all year round, whether it's cranking out tough workouts or just hanging out in and off seasons. I owe our friendship to running, my team, and without running, Madison wouldn't be in my life. Life is truly unpredictable, and unpleasant events could pop up at any moment and happen to anybody at any time. These events can be very tough to go through, especially for children. And sports like running is, to me, can be a safe place where we can be surrounded by friends, have fun, and put a pause on life. Like running, sports can help students and athletes live in the present and not worry about the future or dwell on the past. Because of sports, because of running, I can start and end every day with a new and refreshed mind. Thank you.